Hey y'all, it's Chad again with Old South Forge. Today I'm going to pick back up on the previous video where we forged the Backwoods patch knife. This little booger right here. See how that blade turned out. I'm leaving some hammer marks and some of the forge work in it, a little bit more so than I usually do. But anyway, I'm getting the inside forge ready to go, and we're going to get it heat treated, get it hardened, get it tempered, and then we're going to start with the finishing the handle and get it ready to go. I do most of my forging outside in my smaller forge in the summertime, but when I'm tempering my knives, I like to come inside where I can control the light and I can kind of see what's going on. So with my colors in the metal. Right now it's got some old railroad spikes in the fire so I can heat up my oil. Never want to quench it in cold oil. You see that little trough there. Just drop them in. Take all the heat into the oil. Just kind of let that burn down. Get all the heat out of there. I can't find that one. There we go. I'll take a stick or an old file and just stir that oil up and make sure that it's all evenly heated and there ain't any cold spots in it. I hope y'all can see this okay. I'm trying to hold the camera and do this at the same time. Okay, I'll be ready to go. Next up, we'll get the knife in the fire, get it up to the right temp, and get it hardened, get it quenched. All right, now we're getting the blade in the fire. I hope you can see it. It is dark. Get that up to heat, nice and slow. And we're going to get it quenched. And you give the blade its hardness, and then we'll have to take it out to the other forge and go back and put it in the heat again to draw it back a little bit so it's not so brittle. Okay, here we go. Hopefully that's gonna harden up real nice. It's so smoky you probably can't even see that, but we'll try to get it in there. Okay, there it is, quenched. It looks like, just judging from the color of it, got a good hard edge on it. I'll run a file over it and see what we got. Make sure it hardened up okay. Okay, so there it is after quenching. You can see it. If that's enough light or too much light. I've checked it with the file. It's nice and hard where it needs to be. Right up in this edge, or the spine up in here is still soft, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm not really worried about the spine. Just want to get that good hard edge on there. So now we'll clean it up, check it, and get ready to temper it and draw it back. Okay, so I got my little fire going back out here on the little outside forge. And what I'm gonna do is just take a plate of steel, lay on here, just let that heat up a little bit. Here we go, just babbling all over the place. But here's the blade after it was quenched and hardened. I've cleaned it up a little bit, make sure there wasn't any cracks or anything in it. And also I washed it with soap and water after it had cooled to get that oil off of it. You can see that line. I don't know if you can make that out or not, but you can see that line where the metal hardened from here forward and here down. So anyway, I get all the grease and oil off of it because it's been my experience that if there's any oil film or residue on there, it'll give you a false reading on your color. It'll start turning colors way before the steel is actually that hot, but I may be wrong on that, but that's just from doing it, that's what I've gathered. And by no means am I trying to tell anybody how to forge a knife or how to do anything. I'm just showing y'all how I do it because I enjoy doing it and thought it'd be cool to make some videos. But I'll get this on here and start watching the color. Waiting on that color. And I'm gonna temper this one down to about a spring hardness. And I'm gonna go with it, this color. It's a nice dark straw. It's just starting to turn blue. So I'm gonna go with that. Put it over here and let it cool. And then we'll start getting things ready to get the handle put on. Get the hole for the pin drilled through. Get that pin braided out in there. Can you see that? Nice little pin. And now I'm gonna get it ready to pour the pewter. Now I'm trying to get the pewter melted here. We're gonna pour this bolster, and hopefully it'll turn out. Sometimes, sometimes I get it right on the first try, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes it'll bubble up and it just makes a mess, and it looks awful. So anyway, here we go. Let's try this. Alrighty. I think it went pretty good. Let's let that cool off a little bit and we'll unwrap it, get the paper off, and see what kind of pour we got. I think we got a good pour on the bolster. I'm not for sure, so I'm just gonna unwrap it with y'all on here. Let's just see what we got. If it's a mess, I'll just have to cut it off and do it all over again, but let's see what we got. Hopefully it was a good one. Alright, here we go. So far, so good. Oh yeah, yeah, looks good. Looks really good. Now I'll just kind of clean it up a little bit and with the file and see where the paper was lapped over. I'll just go in there and clean all this up a little bit and even it up, and we'll be about ready. We'll be about finished. I mean, I'll be back in just a second. It's starting to shape up a little bit, and I'm not going to put a whole lot of work into that bolster. I'm just going to take my file and just kind of shape it up just a little bit, and then I'll take some sandpaper and knock it down. But just kind of get the rough edges off, or sharp edges, or poured and true it up a little bit. Where it's uneven. I don't want it perfect. I mean, it's not a perfect knife. It's an old backwoods knife. So this file, I got the edge ground off so it can slide on the blade without cutting into the blade, and just the sides are working. Cutting. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Look at this lump right here. It's got a little bit of slop. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Now I'm gonna take it over here on the vise and just put it right here and smooth that up just a little bit. Careful not to over tighten it, just enough to hold it in place. Okay, let me grab a piece of finer paper. I had some out right there. This piece here is kind of wore down. It's a little bit smoother. Use that. It's getting smooth. Looks okay. And here, sand up against the inside of it right here. Slick that up a little bit. So I'm not trying to get it perfect, but it don't need to look like plowed field either. Get rid of some of them file marks in that bolster. Triple O, or yeah, triple O steel wool. That's about it. Can you see that good? It's getting there. Now what I'm going to do off camera, I'm going to do a little coloring to the handle, and just clean it up a little bit, and I'll come back with the finished product and show y'all what it looks like completely finished. Be back in just a minute. Hey y'all, it's Chad again with Old South Forge. Wanted to show you the finished product, the little knife. If you remember in the first episode, I was forging the little Backwoods patch or bag knife, and anyway, this is part 2 of it. And I apologize for the video quality. I had to try to hold, actually I did it with my phone on this video, and I was trying to hold the phone and do the work at the same time because I didn't have my son, my cameraman, with me today up until now. But anyway, we got it done, and I want to show you the finished product. And there it is. Look at that sweet little knife. Got the handle all colored and the pewter colored out real nice. It just turned out to be a sweet looking little knife. Razor sharp. Little primitive patch knife, bag knife, whatever you want to call it, hunting knife. But anyway, just wanted to show y'all that. It's all done and ready to go. And look, don't forget, well, I done forgot what I was going to say now, but anyway, do me a favor. Just hit the subscribe button. It's not that big a deal. If you like the video and you watch it, just hit the subscribe button for me, okay? And until the next video, I guess I'll see y'all in the next video. But anyway, there it is. I hope you like it. I do. I hope you like it as much as I do. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'll see you on the next one. Good night.